Okay, so I wanted to do a little video to remember the garden as it is right now. Here's where we got our semillero. That is totally... There's Samu. Say hi, Samu. We were able to grow some zapallo in here, but we left for a trip. Also, here's a pineapple that I planted probably a year ago, and it's doing okay. We had to put up this, we made like a half wattle fence. I don't know if you can see that at the bottom, which is just like woven sticks. And we had to put this fence up because the cats like to dig in the little pots, and so do the chickens. And there are chickens everywhere. Oh shit, they're eating the compost. Okay, I left the compost out to dry out a little bit because it's super moist. But so all this is a fence that I planted, Boton de Oro, which Morgan gave me. These two estacas that have given so much life. And I've probably cut these down 3 or 4 times and just planted and given. There's the other cat. This right here is our katuk plant, given to us by Janice and Lucho. It's an edible green. But yeah, the idea behind planting all this Boton de Oro was to keep people out, because people come back here and shit, another chicken. Vaya! They really like the compost when I leave it out, because people come back here and just abuse the land. So they pee on it, they get drunk back here, and I got tired of it, so I planted a fence. But here's the little entrada. Here we have some papayo and zapallo. Also next to these little stones is a root called nyampi that I planted. It hasn't come up over here, but it has started birthing, coming up. You can see it right there. Nyampi. There's another little zapallo. More Boton de Oro. This is I thought it was a coconut palm, but I think it's actually an orchid that I rescued from the back. And then another zapallo, 2 more papayos that hopefully are gonna get really big before we leave. And then this is some frijoles that we planted. All of these, you can see everything planted, those like lighter green are all beans. Those were kind of thrown in on a wing and a prayer. This is more Boton de Oro that just, it was a volunteer. Probably came from some seeds from that plant. And like, look at the size of these leaves. They're huge, they're amazing. And this plant is super useful because it's great in compost. It's like a living abono. And most people, here's like, I'm super distracted taking this video, but this is my main fence with a little green tunnel, so that, and I regularly just trim this back. But basically the idea is like for people to know that you're entering the garden. But yeah, the Boton de Oro has been vaya. So the chickens are a huge problem because they just eat everything. So planting here is super tough, but they did not bother any of the beans. These like bigger rooty looking plants are called otoi, and those have all been just like kind of rescued from various places where they would not grow well and put in the garden and protected. This is a papayo that I planted probably a year ago. It hasn't given any fruit, but It has flowered a lot. I think it's a, I've been told it's a male, which means it'll flower but never fruit, unless it's next to a female. ¿Qué más? Hay un tomate given to us by our neighbor Jackie. And then, yeah, I think that's it. Oh, this is our compost. So this side is like the more complete decomposed version, and then this is like the staging pile that's like basically rotting right now. It smells pretty bad. We need to throw some more browns in that. There is Zuko, and that's it, I think.